You see Harris County?
No, it's
All right, Johnson County Commission Court come to order. It's Tuesday, April 28, 2026, 9:30 a.m. County Courtroom, Allenway, Texas. Now 9:33 a.m. You'll all rise. Father Hall, would you lead us, please?
Yes, sir. Jimmy told me this morning that his father, Bob Wallace, passed away Friday, Jimmy,
Yes, sir.
and his funeral will be at 10 a.m.
10 o'clock, graveside tomorrow at Tilton Cemetery.
Tilton Cemetery.
Oh, River.
River. Sue Kruger, who's taught here and a long-time resident, Kruger, that her husband, Kim Haynes, she passed away, and church service will be the 7th at the Baptist Church. So remember these two families, long-time citizens. Let's pray. Lord, we thank you for the day. We thank you for the opportunity we have to come to conduct the business of Chambers County. We ask you to be with these two families that I mentioned, keep them comforted in their soul. You are the great comforter. Help us to be there for them in whatever way we can be. And Lord, may you be with us as we make decisions today. May you give us your wisdom in all things. And we ask you to just keep us all safe as we leave from this place. In Christ's name we pray.
Amen. Join us in pledges. Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Honor the Texas
flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Thank you. And Bob Wallace, Bill's brother, Bill started here about, he was constable for several years down in Washington. JT, excuse me, constable JT. Is there a difference?
No. Ooh.
Just the peace, precinct 5.
Yes.
All right, citizens' comments. You have 3 minutes to make your comment. And first up, Mr. Brumley on Benmar Overlook. Clyde? Clyde Brumley, yes. Is that on there?
Here's a handout.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
You have 3 minutes to make your comment.
Yes. I'm here to make a protest against the repaving they did on our subdivision road. And I'd like to read a little article here. We, the undersigned residents of Benmar Cove and Spring Branch Drive, petition Chambers County promptly install a bit-to-business HMAC Type D mix asphalt, which if you look in your county specs that I gave you in there,
Yes.
it lists a minimum for a residential subdivision road to be asphalt. And chip rock was installed there, which was limestone that's coming apart and creating a lot of dust. Yeah, excuse me, I have asthma. The back porch of my house is covered with dust. Our cars are covered with dust. They've tried to come in and clean it up, and the road is coming apart. Many places have potholes, small started. It's washboard. It was a very poor installation. Then the Benmar Cove approved drawings, which Marcia's going to give you here in a minute, shows where the county commissioners approved to put the asphalt road in during construction when the subdivision was developed. We'd much rather have the old asphalt road than what we have now. The Benmar and Spring Branch Drive do not have sidewalks. Many of us walk, we're elderly, and walking on the rock along the road and the dust coming in is a health hazard. It's particularly dangerous to motorcycles because of all loose rock. I still ride a motorcycle. I'm almost 80 years old, and all my friends are elderly.
You.
None of them will come down my road. It's dangerous. You can get hurt. It was applied very thick. I never saw anybody take any soil samples. I never saw it rolled. I never saw that it was put in properly. Down in the cul-de-sac, we had over 1.5 inches of rock loose. You couldn't even walk on it. So they came in and tried to clean that up. And as you see by some of the pictures, they pushed it off to the grass and took a grate on and tried to clean it. And it's just really a mess. The limestone, when the trash company and the UPS trucks come through, it's a trail of dust behind it. It's like living out in a rural road in Wyoming. Our plants are covered with dust, our sidewalks. Even when you get it in your shoes, you walk in the house, we have to take our shoes off because the rocks have scratched the wood floor. It's caught in our shoes.
All right, so your time's up, Mr. Brumley,
Okay.
thank you. Marshall Landers on Denmark Overlook.
I have some handouts
Pull that
for
microphone down to you,
board
please.
commissioners. I have handouts for the 4 commissioners and Judge Sylvia
Okay.
for your consideration at a later time. I'm passionate about this because I'm the developer of Benmar Cove. My late husband and I, that is. Benmar Cove and Spring Branch Estates disapproved through petition of the inferior roads that replaced our existing roads. Our previous roads needed to be resurfaced, but they were torn out instead and replaced with an inferior road that is already in need of patching and indeed has already been patched. Silica dust is everywhere, creating a health hazard for all of us, including our children who like to play outside because they are not wimpy kids who stay inside playing video games or watching TV. The kids can no longer ride their bikes or skateboards safely because of the loose rocks. One of our senior neighbors fell while she was out walking down a slight incline due to the loose rocks. The work began in September and dust is still a problem. This mediocre road is not only slipshod, it is ugly and not a suitable road for homes in this neighborhood that are upwards of $500,000 each, some in the $700,000 to $800,000 price tag, the ones overlooking Cotton Lake. This was approved in January of 2000 with agreement to maintain roads and drainage. Roads are going to need occasional maintenance, as this one has with being patched, and those patch jobs were shabby. As the developer who took the financial risk and paid out of pocket for all the expenses associated with purchasing the land, doing the surveying and engineering work required by the county, paying for the required drainage work prior to the road work, grading the road, paying for and laying down the road base material, and lastly, the 2-inch hot mix asphalt surface, all of which has to be inspected by the county engineer. I take exception to having a road that is less than mediocre, replacing a superior road that we were all proud of, as was Chambers County. But now we are ashamed of this ugly, shabby, cheapskate, skinflint road, and Chambers County should be too. At the time my late husband and I did all of this work required, the 4 county commissioners and Judge Sylvia signed off on the final subdivision plat with agreement to maintain the road and drainage that was originally installed.
All right, if you wrap it up, ma'am.
All neighbors on Benmar Overlook and Spring Branch Drive signed our petition, and all we want, I just want to say, I know Chambers County is not destitute, and if my late husband and I could afford the out-of-pocket expense, I think so could Chambers County.
Thank you, ma'am. All right, Ernest Saunders, S-A-U-D-E-R. Sandra, that's him. You are like me. Hi, Ms. Sanders, good
How y'all
morning.
doing?
You have 3 minutes, sir.
Yeah, I live on Benmar. I've been living there since 2002. I didn't realize that the road had 2 inches of asphalt on it. I thought it was always chip seal. I know Guhole is is asphalt. And I watched them do the work, and it looked like they did an exceptionally good job of the foundation. And I've been told, I'm not an expert, but I've been told they put too much rock on it in the end, too much limestone. They tried to remove it. I'm speaking just for myself, and I've talked to Don Brandon about it. I think what you need to do is come back in and chip seal over the top of it. That's my recommendation.
All right, thank you, Ms. Sanders.
Yeah.
All right, Cheryl Shaw.
You have an agenda item, sir.
Yeah, she got 2. One is for 16-1, another left off the agenda item 16-1.
I submitted 2 items that weren't added to the agenda, so I'm just going to bring it up. They're not anything. But I'm Cheryl Shaw, Chairman of the Chambers County Historical Commission, and we are proud to request membership of adding a new member to our rolls, which is Spencer James. He's here. He gets his master's in his MBA in a couple of weeks, and he's a very proficient grant writer as well. He's already written a whole research paper to get the historical marker for Joe Benson Park, and so we're excited to get him added in. So I'll resubmit that, and y'all can put it on next time or something. And also, we wanted to, the Historical Commission wanted to get permission to possibly on July the 4th and maybe in September put luminaries, plastic, not paper, luminaries around the courthouse with battery operated candles to commemorate the 25th anniversary of 9/11 and the 250th birthday of our country. So
And you'll send us a request for that?
I'll resubmit that.
Okay,
All right, thank you.
thank you. Okay, I don't see any other citizens' comments. We're going to 1.2, discuss, consider increasing the over 65 and disabled homestead exemption. Commissioner Hammond.
So we've been looking at this, and we've done this the last 3 years. We've increased the exemption, so I'm requesting that we increase exemption up to $450,000, which is currently at $400,000
That's your motion?
right now. Yes, sir.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Hammond, second by Commissioner Dagley. Increase homestead over 65 and disabled to $450,000. Any questions? Comments? Those in favor? Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you, sir. 1.3, discuss and consider appointment of Brandon Williams to the Cedar Bottom Navigation District. Anybody here on that? You've got a letter in your packet that they are requesting him to be appointed. I can get it over.
So moved, Judge.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Dagley, second by Commissioner Hammond. Questions? Those in favor? Opposed? Motion carries. 1.4, discuss and consider presentation of delinquent tax report and fine and fee collection by Otelia Gonzalez of Purdue, Brandon Fielder College, and Mont LLP. Good morning, Otelia. Good morning, Mike.
Good morning, Judge. Good morning, Commissioners. Thank you all for having us and giving us the opportunity to give you an update on the collection of your delinquent taxes since our last report, which was last fall. We typically come twice a year and give you these updates. I'd like to start by letting everybody know here and watching on the internet we're having a tax sale June 2nd. And if you are not already a subscriber, you can be. Yes, sir. Mike said be brief and brilliant. So.
Real brief.
That's brief.
So if you're not already a subscriber, you can become one on our website. We have over 20,000 people who get weekly email blasts letting them know about upcoming tax sales. I'd like to remind you all that our delinquent tax collection services are at no cost to the county. Our fee is paid only by a delinquent taxpayer, and we absorb the cost of all of the research databases, the letters we send, all of those issues. We also provide legal guidance on delinquent tax issues as they arise at no cost. And we have a bankruptcy committee, a board-certified bankruptcy attorney and legal staff who pursue the claims for delinquent taxes all the way into bankruptcy court and make sure the county's interests are protected. So let's jump in to the report, which I believe you have a copy of. This first chart looks at your overall tax base, all of your outstanding delinquent dollars by account type. Now, this report was prepared based on numbers through the end of March, so your total outstanding tax base is 1.1 million. Just to give you a measurement, last fall that was 1.7 million. So we've been chipping at it pretty good. And then the biggest decreases we've seen, of course, are in what's in action pending. Those are the accounts that we're trying to collect before litigation. Get a lot of people to pay that way, and then if not, then we're lawyers. We threaten lawsuits, we file lawsuits, and sometimes have to do that. So that's moved over into litigation. We've done substantial work on trying to clean up what's in bad address and in uncollectible. Trying to find better addresses and ways to reach people and encourage them to contact the tax office or contact us and make arrangements to pay their taxes. The next chart looks at that same outstanding tax base by dollar range, and this helps us make sure we are working all groups of accounts, not just the high dollar ones, even the low dollar ones. Maybe make another round of phone calls, send some emails, send some letters, and encourage people to pay without having to go through litigation and add court costs. The next chart looks at your outstanding dollars by tax year. And we see decreases in all of the years. The most recent one, 2024, since the last report, has decreased by $231,000. And the next highest, 2023, has decreased by $80,000. Even in the earliest years, we had a decrease by $153,000 since the last report. The next couple of pages, I'll just explain the first one, and then you can look at the rest at your leisure. But every report we give you the past couple of years timeline of our collection efforts. So the first chart is from 2020. We've been collecting taxes in Chambers County a lot longer than that, but we just go back a couple of years for brevity. So in 2020, the delinquent amount that was still remaining on your tax roll the next year, July 1 of 2021, was $650,204. So that's what was turned over to us for collection. And then we went to work on it. Now going through 4.5 years into the 5th year, we have collected 88.16, or right at about $573,000 of that initial amount. And I'll go ahead and skip ahead to the most recent year, which is 2024. And just a quick reminder of the tax calendar. Those tax bills go out in October. They're due upon receipt. If they're not paid by February 1 of the next year, penalty and interest start to accrue at a statutory rate. Mrs. Payton and her staff work very hard to collect as much as they can, and then whatever's remaining delinquent on July 1 got turned over to us. So for the 2024 year, actually, let me back up. Your total levy for 2024 in October was about $80.5 million. Mrs. Payton and her staff collected a very impressive 99% of that. So the only thing remaining for us to try to collect was $705,772, which is remarkable. It speaks to she and her staff and their ability to connect with people and encourage them to pay. So we went to work July 1, 2025 on that new amount, and through the end of February, when we prepared this report, we had collected $411,591. Now we did get the March update, so I can give you the latest numbers. We have collected through the end of March $439,052, which is 62.21% of that initial turnover. Do you all have any questions on the tax collection part before we go to the fine and fee?
Any questions? No, ma'am.
Okay. Jumping right
We've been
into
through this drill several times.
Yes, sir. jumping right into the fine and fee. This is the view of, historical view of our collections for each of your justice courts. You can see them by court in the left-hand column, the total turnover by dollar amount, number, and then what's been cleared through cash and non-cash. So non-cash are all those instances of reduced fee, community service, jail time, any type of reduction or dismissal that was not cleared in cash. We track all that as well. And then finally, in the last column, text contacts. We started texting folks, letting them know they owe a delinquent court fine or fee to a Chambers County Justice Court. Since the last report in November, we have sent 50,000 more texts just since our last number. So that total amount to date is over 110,000.
With all the scams going on out here,
I was thinking that.
what's your response on that?
Yeah, we get a lot of phone calls, which is what we would encourage people to do. Call us. If you get a text from us, call us. We will verify that it's valid and get you in touch with the right people so that they can make their arrangements to pay. That's the best thing, really, is just give us a call.
People are real leery on that stuff right now. They just-
I understand, and rightfully so. We have had a lot of success, though, in terms of making connections and getting people to go to court, take care of their business. Also, wanted to bring to people's attention here and anybody watching on the internet, if you happen to be one of the 11,060 people who got one of these blue postcards last month, this was part of our case resolution campaign to contact people and let them know they owe a fine or a fee to a Chambers County Justice Court, and they have the opportunity to reach out to the court, make an arrangement, and take care of their business. And then the next couple pages, we typically highlight a precinct, throw in some nice maps for you to take a look at. This time it is Precinct 4, and you can see the top 10 accounts by zip code. For example, the number one is zip code out of Dayton 77535. There were approximately $54,000 worth of items and 117 items. That's how to read that map. And the next map, you can see top 10 bad address accounts by zip code. Those are not forgotten about. That just gets kicked back to our address research team to go and use our subscriber services that we pay for, find another address or a better phone number for us to try to reach people. And then finally, all accounts that are folks who owe a delinquent court fine or fee to the Justice Court, you can see in the map, are all across the country, even all the way up to North Dakota. Do you all have any questions?
Anybody have a question?
Thank you for your business. We're very appreciative, grateful to do this work, and as always, please let me know if we can do anything better for you.
Thank
You
you.
can stay there, we'll go to 1.5, but I'll
Okay.
entertain a motion.
So moved, Your Honor.
Second, Judge.
Motion by Commissioner Tice, second by Commissioner Dagley to approve the report from Purdue. No questions? Those in favor? Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you, Tina.
Thank you very much.
1.5, discuss, consider approving the renewal of contingent fee contract with Purdue, Brandon Fielder, Collins, and Mott LLP pursuant to section 6.30 of the tax code, said contract being for the collection of delinquent government receivables owed to Chambers County, and notice of said contract is posted with the agenda in accordance with 2254 of the government code.
So
Okay.
moved. Second.
Motion by Commissioner Tice, second by Commissioner Dagley. Any questions on the contract? Hear none, those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Thank you. I tell you.
Thank you all very much.
Thanks,
Look
Mike.
forward to continuing our work. Thanks.
You trained well, I'm telling you.
Not quite the brief, but
Yeah.
brilliant. She definitely has the
And
brilliant.
she's a whole lot prettier than you are.
That's for damn sure. Thank you all very much.
They don't take much. All right, 1.6 is going to executive session. 1.7, discuss and consider renewing the memorandum of understanding for emergency response between Chambers County and the U.S. Department of Interior, U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service Region 2, Texas Chenier Plain National Wildlife Refuge Complex. Wayne, you taking this? It said Dwayne here, so apparently you are.
Apparently I am.
I don't think he was up on that.
Yeah,
Yes, Your Honor, the course. This was reviewed by legal, and it was something that was recommended, and we reviewed it, approved it, and would like the court to follow recommendations.
yeah, and it's a renewal, and we've worked well with them during times of disaster, and they work well with us, so. Entertain a motion.
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Hammond, second by Commissioner Gore. Any questions?
No, sir.
Give Dwayne some hard questions.
Nope. I'm not messing with him.
Those in favor? Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you, Dwayne.
Thank you, court.
All right, it's not quite 10. 4.1, discuss and consider awarding Gordon Spear Chambers Parkway roadway construction. Phase 2 from approximately 1,400 feet east of SH 146, approximately 900 feet west of Needle Point Road to Carter Construction, in the amount of $8,377,033.42. Good morning.
Good morning, Judge. Good morning, Commissioners. How y'all doing? Yes, so this is to award Phase 2 of Gordon Spear Chambers Parkway roadway reconstruction to Carter Construction in the amount of approximately $8.3 million. The amount's actually listed fully out on the item. Based on the scoring criteria that we had in the bid packets that we did, Carter Construction won the bid.
So moved, Judge.
Motion by Commissioner Dagley, second by Commissioner Gore. Questions? Carter doing a pretty good job for us.
Yeah, very good.
Very good.
Those in favor? Opposed? Motion carries. All right, it's 10 a.m. Let's go to 3.1. Public hearing at 10 a.m. regarding the proposed abandonment of West Cypress Avenue in the Winnie suburbs from 8th Street to 9th Street, being 60 foot, 770 foot unimproved right of way. So at 10 a.m. we will recess out of regular session, go into public hearing at this time. Brad.
Good morning, Judge, Commissioners.
Morning.
Mr. Kelly Touche approached us a couple months ago requesting that we abandon the unimproved portion of West Cypress between 8th and 9th Street. It is unimproved, and he's one of the 4 petitioners. And so that's what they're requesting, is for this to be abandoned.
All right, this is a public hearing. Are there any public comments at this time? Hearing none, we will recess out of the public hearing at 10:01 a.m. Go back into regular session. 3.2, discuss and consider approving the proposed abandonment of the unimproved right-of-way, West Cypress Avenue from 8th Street to 9th Street, Winnie suburbs.
Second.
First by Commissioner Gore, second by Commissioner Dagley. Any questions? Hearing none, those in favor? Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you, Brad.
Thank you.
Thank you, Brad.
Thank you.
Thanks, Brad.
You gonna hang around, right, Brad?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
All right, 4.2, discuss and consider awarding Gordon Spear Chambers Parkway roadway construction phase 3 from SH 99 to FM 3180. Carter Construction LLC in the amount of $8,382,6845.
Yes, so this is actually Phase 3 of Chambers Parkway, as it states from 99 to 3180. Carter Construction came in at 8.3 approximately for this phase as well, with considerably less working days than the others as well. I recommend that we award it to Carter Construction.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Dagley, second by Commissioner Hammond. Any questions?
I have a comment.
Go ahead.
I just wanted, for the record, Phase 2 and 3 of this roadway project, just like Phase 1, incorporates these roads being built, but it's important to also know the vast amount of detention drainage that we're putting in place for the residents in that corridor. Phase 2 is just around 70 acres, of which probably 40 is going to be detention basin.
Yes.
And then Phase 3, north of Legends Bay on the north line of Hackberry Gully, in Commissioner Hammond, and it also goes through Commissioner Tyson's precinct to the south. It's gonna be about a 30-acre detention basin, 25, 30 acres. So,
Yeah, I think it's like 25, 30
yeah,
acres.
you're talking over 100 acres of detention basin projects, and that incorporates into the phase one section where the soccer complex is, which we have a huge basin over there. So we're really proud of the fact that all these numbers incorporate a large, not only road construction project, but also a drainage component, so.
Which is badly needed.
Which is needed in that area, yes, sir.
Really.
Yeah, it's very important to note that.
Motion by Commissioner Dagley.
Yes, sir.
Second by Commissioner Tice.
Hammond.
I'm sorry. I was just making it up. I didn't hear anybody.
You both good.
All right, got a motion and second. Any questions?
Sound like me.
Those in favor? Opposed? Motion carries. That was 4.2, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Or 4.3.
I didn't sleep good last night, so you can tell. 4.3, discuss and consider awarding inspection services phase 2 and 3 of Gordon Spear Chambers Parkway roadway construction to Johnson, Merriam, and Thompson, Inc. at an amount of $1,002,785.
Yes, so this is, as it states, for both phase 2 and phase 3, both combined into one item. The percents for each are 6% and then 5.97% of the construction cost, or the construction bid cost. This is online and on par with other CEI work that we've seen around in the region.
So
moved.
Motion by Commissioner Hammond, second by Commissioner Dagley. Any
Yes, sir.
questions?
No, sir.
Those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. 4.5, discuss and consider task order number 9 for Johnson, Merriam, and Thompson, Inc. for engineering design for Johnny Jennings Drive, EW4, the amount of $749,987.45.
I believe we skipped one. Yes, sir.
I didn't.
I was gonna say, I needed to go the other way.
All right. Let's go back to
I was gonna speak up.
4.4, discuss and consider transferring $750,000 CO23 Road 006 to a new account for the engineering design of Johnny Jennings Drive, EW4.
Yes, so the original CO for Needle Point Roadway was $5 million, which we added $2.5 million to for the canal crossing. Between the contract, engineering, inspection, materials testing, we will have approximately a little over $1 million left. This is going to be creating a new CO item for the design of EW4, and then the next item will continue on for this, but I'm asking to move $750,000 in for the design.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Dagley. Who's that? You did. Second by Commissioner Tice. Any questions?
Just to reiterate, we finished a project under bid, under budget.
Yes.
We're moving money, leftover CO money. It's important to note that. I know you did, Zach, but this is leftover CO money to build a new road. So
Yes.
and design to design a new road. So
We're actually getting ahead of schedule.
That's right.
With actually doing this being under budget.
yeah, and thank you.
All right, those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Now 4.5, and I've already read it, so go ahead.
Awesome. Yeah, so this is to award the design of Johnny Jennings Drive, EW4. I interchange those a lot, so I put both. In the amount of, just under $750,000 to JMT. We had another proposal come in at $1.4 million. This is already a vetted firm that we renewed a contract at the beginning of the year with. It's just a task authorization on their general engineering contract.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Dagley, second by Commissioner Tice. Questions?
No, just for the court, this is the road that's gonna connect 3180 to 99. This is the road that's being reclaimed right now, the sand pit that's gonna be filled back in, and they're gonna build a roadbed for us, and they've donated the right of way a few quarters ago, and that's the design of that road, so.
Yep, correct, and then they're also a big part of bringing it up.
HPP, yeah. So
Yeah,
we're
they're
getting
also
that.
bringing up the roadway for us
We're
as well.
getting ahead of schedule on this design, so.
All right, those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. 4.6, discuss and consider approving Quiddity Engineering LLC design engineering for a traffic signal at Chambers Parkway and SH 99, amount of $66,800.
Yes, so Quiddy Engineering is a vetted company with us already, and they're the engineer for the CCID 3, who we are working in partnership with as well on another residential subdivision, adding that signal there. We're just going on and taking on this cost with the roadway project as well.
Continuation of that project?
Yes, correct.
Okay. So moved.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Dagley, second by Commissioner Hammond. Questions?
I promise.
Those in favor? Opposed, motion carries. Thank you, Zach.
Awesome, thank you.
BJ out there,
Yes, sir.
take care.
Thank y'all.
Right, that's a very productive section right there.
Yeah.
Got a lot done in 10 minutes. Morning, BJ.
Morning, Judge, Commissioners.
All right, 5.1, discuss and consider setting a public hearing on May 12th, 2026, 10 a.m. Adoption of proposed guidelines and criteria governing Chapter 312, tax abatement agreements by Chambers County. BJ.
Thank you, Judge, Commissioners. The Chapter 312 of the tax code requires the units of local government to elect to participate in tax abatement and adopt guidelines and criteria associated with the same. Last time the county adopted guidelines and criteria via resolution was in 2024. It's time to renew those to move forward with participating in public hearings required to do so.
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Dagley, second by Commissioner Tice. Set the public hearing. Any questions?
No, sir.
Those in favor? Opposed, motion carries. 5.2, discuss and consider TGSCP 5400 East McKinney LLC Economic Development Program application.
Thank you, Judge. Commissioners, this is an application that's being presented by TGSCP 5400 East McKinney LLC for a project that they're developing on behalf of a major electronics or consumer electronics appliance lessee, if you will. The project is to be located in Cedarport, potential job creations between 70 and 115 jobs, with an average annual inventory of about $40 million with some additional equipment to be added. What's contemplated today is to present this application for acceptance, to move forward with the negotiations per policy, and come before the court, the next court, to propose acceptance with a proposed framework for the abatement. So what's being asked today is to accept the application.
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Gore, second by Commissioner Tice. Any questions? Those in favor? Opposed? Motion carries. 5.3, discuss and consider 2026 contract Baytown West Chambers County Economic Development Foundation. BJ.
Well, it's that time of the year, Judge, Commissioners, sort of like an annual birthday, to present for renewal our contract with the county, decades-long contract for the county for consideration. The elements of the contract are the same that have been for several years, and request for approval.
So your contract extension is part of this, or you're staying another 20 years?
No.
He said that's a good joke.
No. I wish I could, but.
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Dagley, second by Commissioner Tice.
Thank you very much.
We ain't approved it yet.
My apologies.
Those in favor? Opposed? Now you're welcome.
All right, very good. Thank you very much, Judge, Commissioners.
Appreciate all you do.
All right. See you next
Thanks,
time.
BJ.
Thank you.
All right, 6.1, discuss and consider transferring $6,539 from multiple certificate obligation accounts for the purchase of new picnic tables.
Morning, Judge. Morning, Commissioners. I think we're gonna pull 6-1.
Okay.
Thank you. Good. Good call.
All right, then you're gonna pull 6.2 also?
No, sir, we're gonna go with 6-2. We're gonna pull from, another
So
youth activities
6.2,
account.
discuss and consider purchasing 6 picnic tables from Fun of Bounds for an amount of $6,539. Go ahead, John.
Yeah, we're just gonna, new picnic tables for Beach City Park, and, we're gonna add some to Yeldeville, the Winnie Sports Complex.
You can say Winnie Sports Complex.
Yes, sir, and we're gonna add 2 more there. They really like the 4 that we put there, but they just need a couple more.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Dagley, second by Commissioner Hammond. Questions? Those in favor? Opposed? Motion carries. 6.3, discuss and consider approving change order from Tippett Construction for how'd you say it?
Winnie Sports Complex?
DeVilliers Sports Complex. Batting cage in the amount of $5,300.
Yeah, this is for the batting cages that, they weren't on the original site plan, so we're just gonna have to go out for this. So you can start on the batting cages.
Motion by Commissioner Gore, second by Commissioner Tice. Questions?
What was the 5,300 for?
Batting cages.
Yeah, no, that's additional on something.
We're gonna do the same for.
But that is actually for the batting cages, correct?
Yes, sir, to start, yes, sir. He couldn't start digging because on the as-bills, with the original complex was, when the original complex was built, they were not, the as-bills did not have that information on there.
Can I add to that?
Yes, sir.
Sure.
Please.
The issue is Trinity Bay will not come out and stake off and survey their water. Bottom line. So this is just to slightly change engineering on it, be hand digging footers instead of drill piers.
Okay. So do we know what the issue with Trinity Bay is? That they just don't show up, or, I mean, that doesn't make any sense to me that we're spending $5,300 because a public utility
It's not
doesn't
uncommon
respond
for
to the
this to
county.
happen. That's all I can tell you. We can, somebody else can try.
We're gonna address that issue.
Yeah, we need to, because we go support them, in several ways, through county, with county funds. I think we could have some cooperation from them
Yeah.
when we need something. So I don't think that's unreasonable at all. So I'm saying that publicly, so everybody understands.
Again,
that
well, I'm open to
situation.
anybody who wants to help.
Okay, yeah, that's,
Jimmy, have you talked to Jerry about it?
I have not.
Haven't either.
Will be done.
that's
Bobby, you got something you wanna add?
100% unacceptable. So,
Oh, tap on?
I just don't know if there's a way to undo it.
Probably, the biggest problem they have, when they lay a line, they don't lay any way to locate it. Most times you lay a water line, you put a wire in there so you can locate it. Well, they're just not doing it. And whether they map it out when they do it, I don't know. That would be one thing they could do, is if they're gonna lay line, especially on our property,
Trace
they
line.
can map it out or call us, and we've got a survey crew who can map it out. And that way we know where all this stuff is, but right now it's hidden, as they said, it's a hit and miss. And the hit.
The hit is a bad part.
The water line.
Yeah. And I do know this, so when we did Cook Field, which is now Villiers Park, the line coming from Cook Road is exceptionally deep. To the point that we paid for like a 10-foot extension to hit the valve for the fire hydrant right there by the concession stand. But as you know, Bobby, that complex is built on an old dump.
That's right.
So the further north they went, the shallower they got. And there's no wire on that.
The county is good about calling 811. You know, the road bridge does it every time they clean the ditch or dig anywhere. And they're supposed to answer to that. They're a public utility, they have to answer to that 811 call. Whether they're doing it or not, I don't know.
I do know the contractor, Clay Tippett's got that work, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, he tried to call them and they just said no.
We will address that.
yeah,
You reach
it's
out to
not
them?
acceptable for them just not to respond. Just not acceptable.
I agree.
So, anyway.
And like I said before, I'm open to anybody who wants to help that situation.
$5,300, I think the 5 of us can do that.
Without a doubt.
All right, I got a motion second.
That's unacceptable.
Do you want to continue with the motion in a second, or you want to pull it till we talk to
Yeah,
them?
let's talk.
All right, you want to pull your motion in a second? Jimmy?
Yeah, I mean, this is gonna hold us up, how bad on this area?
For here and Fort Anwac too, at Silver, because we're gonna do the same for Silver Sports Complex as well.
It don't.
I'll play this morning. He's not gonna start until he gets confirmation.
So yeah, we need to address that because we had months delay on the road and bridge maintenance building for the same reason, because Trinity Bay didn't respond. So that needs to be addressed. So and we county shouldn't be supporting them anymore, period, until that gets addressed. So and it gets rectified.
So we need to move forward with this project, so I mean,
Well, I got a motion second,
Yeah.
it's on the table,
I mean,
and we can do it.
we will have a meeting with Jerry and just,
You know, move it pending the meeting?
no, we're gonna have to do the project. I mean, we're already behind on yours. But we're gonna have to address it. Anything moving forward, they're gonna have to respond.
Yeah, but these are bad cases. Is it critical to get it done
I mean,
now?
I mean, we're spending $5,300 because
Yeah, okay.
I just-
Let's pull it till next week.
I agree. I think we can let it.
You hear that, John?
Yes, sir.
Thank
We'll
you.
pull it to next court.
I'll let them know.
Commissioner Gore will get with, Jerry.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. All right, so then 6.3, we'll pull it also?
Yes.
No, that's what we just pulled. All right, 7.1, discuss and consider approving purchase of one Bobcat 56 kW mobile generator from Sourcewell, Chambers County College, amount of $75,983. Mike?
Yes, sir, Judge, Commissioners, good morning again.
Morning.
This one and 7.2 are two smaller units. We can get, I think I'll just speak to 7.1 now. This has got a 12-week lead time. It is a smaller unit than the 100s we have. It enhances our, I was trying to think of the word, but I'm going to create one. It enhances our parallelability to be able to connect them instead of, if you don't run 100 kW at an almost full capacity, it's not good for that generator. So this just fills the bill. Rather have it not need it than need it not have it. There is money in CO24 maintenance 001 mobile generators. I've got money to cover this one and the next one.
Probably.
Motion by Commissioner Gore, second by Commissioner Tice. Questions? Those in favor? Opposed? Motion carries. 7.2, discuss and consider approving purchase of one Bobcat 80 kW mobile generator from Sourcewell, Chambers County Co-op, amount of $86,218.
Repeat.
So moved, Your Honor.
Have a second?
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Tice, second by Commissioner Dagley. Questions? Those in favor? Opposed? Motion carries. 7.3, discuss and consider approval of change proposal request 005 for relocation of the irrigation controller, addition of AED power and data outlet on the new Chambers Parkway Soccer Complex, amount of $10,695.98.
Yes, sir. So this is one of several. I've got a couple more that'll be queued up next court, but this is the next one in line. Adding we moved the irrigation controller. I have no idea why, but it needed to be moved from building B to building A. And then the addition of the AED power and data, that all that is included in having putting that AED in.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Dagley, second by Commissioner Gore. Questions? Those in favor? Opposed? Motion carries. 7.4, discuss and consider approval of change proposal request 9 to provide a temporary 800 amp disconnect for the Chambers Parkway Soccer Complex, amount of $5,095.46.
Yeah, this will temporarily close the loop. We've got one piece of equipment that has an exaggerated lead time. We don't think we're going to get in until possibly December. So this will basically fill in that electrical loop. It's the MTS that's missing, but this will allow us to get power to the project and test everything and move forward, waiting on that final piece of equipment.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Hammond, second by Commissioner Dagley. Any questions? Those in favor? Opposed? Motion carried. 7.5, discuss and consider approval of change order number 1 for additional work at the new mosquito control office expansion, amount of $4,887. Mike?
Yep, last minute modification and design. We're breaking out an additional office where there was one, now there are two. There's some electrical changes, ductwork changes, obviously a new wall, a new door.
So moved.
Second. Motion by Commissioner Hammond, second by Commissioner Tice. Any questions? Those in favor? Opposed? Motion carries. You gonna pull 7-6?
I am, yeah, I'm gonna pull 7-6.
All right, 8.1, discuss and consider reallocating unused funds from CO 24-003 and 004 to be added to the CO 24-007 for the purchase of 4 open-top roll boxes from the Box Gang in the amount of $35,816. Good morning, Dave.
Good morning. Yes, we'd like to move, we had a little bit of money left over in CO 003. That was for roll-off boxes that were cheaper than we anticipated. And then also 004, there was a little bit of money left over in that account from the recycle boxes that we purchased, our new recycle boxes. So I'd like to take both of those remainders and put them in 007, and it is also for roll-off boxes. We're about to sell some, and those are to replace with.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Dagley, second by Commissioner Tice. Any questions? Those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you, ma'am.
Can I say one more quick thing? I just want to let the court know that Saturday, the Chambers County Go Texan Committee, I don't know if y'all are aware of them, but they raise money for scholarships in Chambers County, and they're doing an event at the barn, Whiskey Barn in Mont Bellevue. It's going to be all-you-can-eat crawfish and a car show. So, if able to make it, we appreciate it.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
All right, 13.1, discuss and consider approving the Chambers County Airport's updated hangar lease agreement. Where'd Dwayne go?
Good morning, guys, girls. Mr. Simpson, I guess, had to steps out, but he was instrumental in getting us our update, our hangar lease agreements, and pretty straightforward. Really not much change in them. Yeah, we'd like for y'all to.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Gore, second by Commissioner Hammond. Questions? You're gonna let Ronnie off that easy?
Yeah.
Those in favor?
Run.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you, Ronnie.
Thank y'all.
All right, 14.1, discuss and consider the reappointment of Dr. William Clay Brown as local health authority for Chambers County.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Gore, second by Commissioner Hammond. Any questions? He's been our health authority for a long time, does a great job for us. Those in favor? Opposed? Motion carries. 16.1, discuss and consider historical mural at the new Chambers County Jail.
Hello. Yes, my name's Cheryl Shaw. I'm the chairman of the Chambers County Historical Commission, and I've spoken to Jimmy Gore previously about the possibility of painting a mural, a historical mural on the side of the blank wall side that faces the Chambers home and the Dr. Schilling's office, like a collage of our history and our resources, such as like the Native Americans, the Texas Revolution, Longhorn cattle, the Double Bow Rodeo, alligators, things that have been historically important, and we were thinking of a collage along that wall, and we came up with some AI generated images that I assume he shared with you. And we've shown them to everybody who seems to really like them. They don't want it to interfere with the renovations of the Chambers home, though, because it would be a really bad look to have a very nice mural painted on that wall with the Chambers home sitting there in disrepair right in front of it. So as long, we want both to get taken care of, in other words.
And we're working with Mike.
He told me that they got that going, so appreciate that very much.
Yeah, we budgeted money for the Chambers home
Okay.
renovation.
We'd like to move forward and get some cost estimates on that mural.
I met with Teresa Searles. She's a muralist that painted at the Barbara Sills School, and she came over and we went out there and looked around, trampled around in the mud, and she she said she could do it, and of course I realized we have to go out for bids and that sort of thing. She was very reluctant to give a price because she said it depends on so many factors, the intricacy of the images and that sort of thing. But she said it would be like $100,000 project to paint a big mural like that across there. Partly because she would have to rent a thing to stand on, a man lift or whatever you call it, to stand on to paint the higher up parts. But that's what she's
I think we
thinking.
probably need to work with George's office on this, get George looped in to get the young lady's contact that you did, he can reach out to some other ones, so we can get a rendition of what you're wanting.
Did you share with him the?
I didn't see it in the packet.
I don't know.
No.
What am I gonna do with you? But,
But no, if you could, I'll get Lana to forward that to him, blank copy them.
Okay.
And they'll look at it, and,
It would just be like a bigger than life size, like something to represent the pirates, which would be, the easiest would be like a treasure chest, a big alligator, crawfish in a bucket, the cannon firing, Texas Revolution, Texas flag, that sort of thing, all in a big collage in that one section where the door is inset on the east side. There's a section of the wall and then a big, like an emblem that says Chambers County established 1858, like a slogan.
So what are you asking for today, Commissioner?
I'm asking
We just want to give a
to,
court update on this. I will get Lana to blank copy each one of you and send it to you. And then we just need to get that to George and we can get some cost estimate on what it would cost.
So I suppose I'm asking to pursue this idea. Is it okay to pursue more information, costs, specifically what it would all entail? I thought you had already seen.
Well, let me, I'm surprised it didn't make it into court, or she sent everything in on the agenda. But let me get them to send it out to everybody, get them blind copied, and then I'll send it to George as well.
Okay.
And then get you looped in there and we'll start
Okay,
getting some.
all right, so then I guess we'll come back.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Once we get some cost estimate on it,
Thank you
we will
very
be able
much.
to bring it back to the court.
All right, so you want to pull it today, no
Yes.
action, and then bring it back. Thank you, ma'am.
Kind of think we need the court's opinion on that, because
We can do it, it's on the agenda.
my opinion is, I don't have zero appetite to go spend any county money to paint on side of the new $175 million Justice Center. So that's my personal take, so.
What would it do to our paint finish warranty?
That's a Mike question.
What would it do, what?
To our paint finish warranty?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, that's a Mike question.
Mike, right here.
Come on.
And I know you probably have to check on, yes, sir.
Mike,
Wasn't there already money set aside
Yeah,
for
we've
the
already-
mural,
we've already-
for the project?
Yes.
And then for the renovation of the Chambers house, I thought they were incorporating the mural.
I'm not sure the murals are in there.
I'm not sure either.
Okay.
No, there's money in it for the Chambers home renovations. We moved it, and now we've contacted, per recommendation of Mr. Chris Artisan, a specialty contractor that is licensed and a professional in reconstructing antiquities. I know Logan and I are sending back and forth. We sent files, he couldn't open them, so we're in the middle of that. I just got a reply from him yesterday. So we're gonna have him come and look. There's a little bitty bucket of money left for the Chambers home.
This has been discussed before, because we discussed it with Nathan Watkins, and Nathan and us decided to let Cheryl take the lead on this, so it has been discussed in court before.
Well, and I'll just say this, the Chambers home remodel is Pandora's box.
Yeah, you just don't.
I had to say that. I mean, there's stuff that's
I'd rather
rotten.
see the money put into the Chambers home for restoration, et cetera, than a mural.
I think we all
That's
would.
why I'm.
Well, again, to clarify, I'm not sure the murals are included in the Chambers home money.
I think we're putting the cart before the horse.
Amen.
I think we need to get estimates on what it's gonna cost to do the chamber home. We have money in the hot fund to do that project.
But even then, Jimmy, when I talked to Logan, I specifically asked about what Commissioner Tice asked about the warranty on the building, the paint warranty on the side of the building, and we're subject to potentially lose our warranty if we paint over the existing finish.
There'll have to be a lot of cross references, a lot of submittals on paint types, even if we go that route.
It's just.
And it possibly could avoid your warranty.
Now, we're only talking one spot, we're not talking the whole room.
Well,
Anyway, what I'm saying is, I mean, I understand what everybody's saying.
I think the most important thing for us to do is exactly what was said, is to get the Chambers home completely vetted out cost-wise and dedicate all of our funds to that. That is the absolute most important thing.
And we're working on it.
And until we're done with that, I don't even think this should even be considered. I mean, we know it's here. We know we want it as a secondary item. We'll cross that bridge later, but I think the first thing we gotta do is exactly what Commissioner Hammond said, which is just.
Well, we've been working on that. It didn't just pop up here in court that we decided we were gonna redo the chamber home. I have been working diligently with Mike and Cheryl to get confidence on the chamber home. Not like it just popped up today.
Yeah.
No, that's been in the scope the whole
It's
time.
been in the scope the whole time.
And we had, so about 3 months ago, we had our local guys, our reliable local guys go out there and look at it. And, none of them are a antiquities approved contractor. So we've got to hire a specialist, which will come with a dollar sign.
Absolutely, which is, we understood that.
He's worked on the house before though, he worked on it after Chris Arneson did.
Yeah, I think we all understand it's gotta be special.
I totally understand that and agree with that. This here had been brought to the court before. I wanted to bring it back. It's just an option.
I appreciate your help, Jimmy, but I agree.
Here.
We want
The chamber home.
the Chambers home fixed first. That is the point. We want it to be number one. And then we can come back and talk about this later.
All right, so we're gonna pull 16 out.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, 18-1, discuss, consider District Attorney staffing needs resulting from SB 9, SB 1120. Good morning, Cheryl.
Good morning. I'm gonna let Mallory.
All right, good morning, Mallory.
I'm here for questions.
Hi everyone. As a result of SB 9 and SB 1120 from the 89th legislature, it has added a lot of responsibilities and duties onto the district attorney's office. SB 9 was an increase in tools in our toolbox for fighting violent crimes and releasing criminals who have committed felonies in other jurisdictions or in our jurisdictions while they're currently on bond. It gives us the ability to ask, even if they're not indicted, for the magistrate, if they set a bond that we disagree with, or if they've been magistrated somewhere else, we can ask a district judge in our jurisdiction to review that bail decision within 1 day. So if they're on bail in Chambers County and they go out and commit another felony offense, we can get our magistrates, our district judges, to re-review that bail decision and either increase that, revoke that, or hold them in custody until indictment or trial pending other laws. So that mechanism triggers really quick action from our office and something that we're not currently set up to do. This law was enacted in response to Harris County cases when people are on bond and they go commit another offense. But unfortunately, that's happening here too. What our office needs to be able to do this is another body that's getting these reports that are coming from all over the state of Texas. It's not just here. It's coming from everywhere, and we're getting that information. We also need that position to be able to work with pretrial services, so checking with people who are already on bond and who already have conditions in Chambers County. Those are typically our violent offenses, our sex offenses, our aggravated assaults, sometimes our manslaughter cases, things like that, where we have them on conditions and our pretrial services department is currently monitoring them. And then there's a lot of people in our jail who have committed low-level felony offenses, but they're in custody nonetheless, And they are people that our office would like to see get out of the jail so that we can fill the jail with these violent people or these people who are continually committing felony offenses here and throughout the state of Texas. So for us to be able to use those tools and for us to be able to make sure that our office is not clogging the wheel and not the reason that someone gets out and goes and commits another offense when we could have used this, we need another person. We need that really soon. Our office is able to use forfeiture funds to hire someone as a contract position from now until the beginning of the year. But this is an urgent necessity for our office because we couldn't have anticipated how many of these reports, now that this law is enacted and we're getting these reports, we couldn't have anticipated how many of these reviews that we're going to be getting a day. So what this position looks like is this person is the person who receives those reports for our office. They work with the attorneys and make sure that the attorneys are aware because this is a quick turnaround. And when we're in court, when I'm in court, I'm not able to look at my email. I'm not able to see the things that are coming in. So we need a person who's getting that to us and making sure that these filings are getting done so that we can get our work done so that the district courts can then look at these conditions and decide if they're going to pull this person in and add more, which is obviously going to be our request. The Senate also, or the legislature also enacted Senate Bill 1120, which is an increase in victims' rights. So our office already has a huge responsibility. There's a person that's nodding their head who knows what that role looks like for our office in notifying victims and making sure that they're aware of their rights as crime victims and in making sure that they're aware of things that are going on in the court. SB 1120 increased that almost exponentially. So now our office has to have an open dialogue with victims. Our victim assistance coordinator is already in charge of a court and she's already staying nights and weekends before the impact of this law to make sure that all of our victims are notified, to make sure that they have resources, to make sure that they know the things that they're entitled to. But what this law does is means that there has to be an open dialogue between victims and our office. And we want that. We want to be able to help people who are going through horrible events in their life. But we are busting at the seams in terms of capacity. And we, with this unfunded mandate, we are at risk of not giving victims what they need, deserve, and are entitled to by law now. So we have to be able to meet with them about every single, attorneys and our staff have to be able to meet with them about every facet of their case. We were always required to take into consideration what they wanted with the disposition of their case. This just strengthens that and gives them a lot more ability to talk to us constantly. And we don't have the manpower for that. And this is a dedicated, trained position. Danny knows how heavy this load can be. You're dealing with mothers whose children who have been sexually abused. You're dealing with victims who have lost a loved one to murder. You're dealing with, you're also dealing with people whose stuff has been stolen. You're dealing with elderly people whose money has been stolen. There's just a lot that goes into this role, and it has got to be a dedicated one, particularly with the passage and now 1120 going into effect. That builds into, in the next budget cycle, we're going to have additional attorneys. Each one of our felony prosecutors has hundreds of cases, hundreds of felony level offenses where it's about 400 cases per person in our office of felony cases. And we're going to have to be trying these cases. We're going to have to be moving these cases, or that new jail is going to be completely full by the time we move into it. Our violent crimes have increased, our mandates have increased, And we've got to increase our staff size to be able to keep up, because we are not going to be able to use the tools that are in our toolbox. We're not going to be able to meet victims' needs, and we're not going to be able to get the cases moved in a manner that is efficient and sees that justice is done, which is our mandate in the Code of Criminal Procedure.
So did you say y'all wanna hire a contract person?
We want to hire a person that, as a contract basis, that our office can fund now, that hopefully will turn into a full-time position with a new budget cycle in January. But the need is so great that we need a person now this is their specific job duty, is the pretrial, a pretrial clerk.
Do you have an amount?
Do we have the
Amount.
Not yet, we're working on it. We're calling out because everybody's in the same pickle that we are.
We're trying to figure out what other counties are doing and what that exactly looks like, because this is
It's not gonna bother everybody.
it's a really big issue for district attorney's offices, because there are so many rules and regulations now for justice of the peace, for district courts, for district clerks, that we're having to work together. And whenever we realized how much is on our office to get the ball rolling, we are not able to do that with what we currently have.
Do you have that person now?
We have a person in mind.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah, but I don't, we don't have an amount, but
Right.
I think what we've been kind of talking about ballparks, we've been talking to other counties, and if we just pay a contract with no benefits, I think I can swing it out of forfeiture for right now. But what we need also, along with that, is the victim impact person.
the permanent solution.
Yeah.
But they're
But they're
two
different
full-time,
positions.
yeah.
And then, but I'm just giving y'all a heads up that I'm gonna need at least one attorney come budget time, but I know we'll talk about that later, but, yeah. So I can pay a contract person now for pretrial. I'm also requesting another victim assistance person that I can't pay for at this point.
You're requesting the victim assistance now?
Yes, sir. So both of those laws are in effect now. Both of those duties are on our office now. And they didn't give us money when they told us we had to do this.
Of course not.
Sure.
Do you expect it?
Do we expect additional funds from the state? No, sir.
I said, did you expect it?
No, sir.
Tongue in cheek.
No, sir.
All right, so what are you asking the court to approve? Do you have an amount for the victim's assistance person?
No, Your Honor, we'd ask that to be similar to what the current staff in our office is making, but I don't have an exact amount. I can work on that.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we can work together on it and then bring it to court. They've got plenty of money in their forfeiture account to cover probably for the rest of the year for this person, depending on the salary and benefits.
But for two people or for one?
For one.
But she's asking for two.
Well, I think one right now, right?
No.
She just said two.
Okay, so maybe we can get together and talk about
Okay.
it and then bring it to court and see what we can do.
But right now, since I can pay out of forfeiture for pretrial, I'm just asking y'all today to approve that. Let's start with that first, and then we'll bring next time an amount for a victim advocate.
Okay.
That's okay.
What we don't want is to be on the news, because we've gotten a report. We don't want Chambers County to be on the news, honestly. Honest to God, we have these tools in our toolbox. The legislature gave us this gift of being able to get these bonds reviewed immediately, within a day. That's phenomenal. We don't have the capacity to be able to do that right now, and we don't want a bad person who's on bond here in Chambers County, who goes and commits a murder or an ag robbery in Houston, and then they get bonded out in Harris County. We can make sure that they're no bonded here in Chambers County based on that new offense. We want to make sure that we're doing that. And right now, we don't have the eyes to be able to look at that information coming in to making sure that we're using that to our advantage. And what we don't want is for that person to go do something in Harris County, and we could have done something about it, and then the next thing they do is they go kill someone. We don't want to do that.
So how's this information gonna be transferred between counties?
It's already happening. It's already happening. So JPs are having to look at a report that they get every time that they magistrate someone, and that tells them where all they have pending cases, and then that office, it's incumbent upon that office to send out the alerts to all the counties throughout the state where they had cases pending. It's great. It's a lot of additional work though. It is a lot of paperwork, it is a lot of cross-county communications, and we're all figuring out what this looks like right now. But now that we have these tools and we're getting these reports and we don't have the people that are able to act on it immediately, we can't fall behind in that regard.
And what's happening is it's, with each attorney carrying about 400 cases, and we're in court almost every day, we don't know what's happening. Like if Mallory has a defendant and they are out on bond and they've committed another offense, we don't get that information to her quick enough because there's nobody. We have 3 secretaries, they're doing other things, and we need somebody that can contact us immediately and run back and forth. It's just, and it's happening all the time. I mean, our caseload has,
it's exploded.
We'll bring you statistics next time, but our caseload has really exploded. And
Sounds overwhelming.
It's overwhelming, it is. And a lot of our cases now are sexual assaults of children. Those have really, really exploded. And when I first took office, we were averaging less than a murder a year, and now we've got about 5 or 6 homicides a year. And so those take a lot of work too, as y'all know that. So that's the problem that we're running into, is that we don't have enough people that can help with this pretrial. And pretrial services can't do it all alone either.
Well, and they're not responsible for our office's actions. So pretrial services is their own department in monitoring people who are on bond prior to trial, but they can't be a part of the wheel in the district attorney's office. There has to be a wall there. We need to work together, but they can't be the ones filing these on behalf of the DA's office. That has to be the district attorney's office.
So are you gonna take some load off of them?
No, they have more load added onto them as a result of this law.
So
We all do.
Do you have a salary range? Because whatever if we approve something today, it's gonna affect the budget next year.
Oh, a salary range for my pretrial person?
Both of them.
So all you're asking for today is to be able to use your forfeiture funds
Right.
to bring somebody
Hire
on
one person
board
right
now.
And
Like,
we'll-
go ahead and
For
post
now.
it.
A pretrial.
That's the only,
And we will come back
that's
with.
the only action today.
Yes, sir, and we
Okay.
will come back with budgetary outlines for
Okay.
both the positions that we will need. And then for all 3 in the new budget cycle.
But they're asking for that today, it's gonna affect the budget next year, is what I'm saying.
Well, would Judge, so yeah, I mean, if we approve something today, we don't wanna
Right,
approve something today and then not approve it in budget, right? Because then it's gonna be,
right,
I mean, it wouldn't make sense to do that. It just wouldn't.
absolutely.
So I guess if we commit to this, we're gonna be committing to it in the budget
You
as
are.
well, at least the one, for sure.
What are our?
Not necessary.
Well, unless we see that it's not.
Well, we're gonna be expected to
Yeah, that's-
budget it next year.
Yeah, we're gonna expect it to. We're not obligated to.
No, we're not, no.
Well, the range that I was thinking of was a 60. That's where I was thinking of starting. That's what I had in mind. And that's
$30
about
an
average of what?
So this position isn't just a clerk position either. So
No.
this is partially a paralegal position because they're going to be these people who are helping the attorneys in preparing these motions to go before the district court to pull that case from the JP court into district court for that 1 business day review. And this is a quick turnaround time. So this is gonna have to be someone that can handle looking at legal information and making that into a legal motion that an attorney reviews and then signs. But a lot of times, they're having to bring us stuff while we're in court and we're not even able to really look at it. So this is a fast paced, a
Real time,
high stakes position.
very fluid.
Yes.
Okay, I think we understand the need.
Thank you.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Dagley, second, you do it, Kenny?
Yes, sir.
Second by Commissioner Gore. Any other questions?
So we're clarified that it's for her to use her forfeiture
Forfeiture
funds
funds.
That's what the motion is.
for pre-trial claim.
That's correct.
Okay. And you're gonna bring stats back
Yes,
to
sir.
show the increase of
Yes, sir.
workload and all that?
Yes,
so
sir.
we-
And
Okay.
you want to include in that up to $60,000?
Up to 60, yes, sir.
Okay. Dan, did you get the motion?
Yes, sir.
Good girl. All right, I got a motion and second. No other questions? Those in favor? Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
Thank y'all.
Thank y'all.
Thank you so much.
All right, before we go to
Good
consent,
luck.
Ms.
Thanks,
Hawthorne, you
Cheryl.
want to give us election report?
Thank you. Oh, hold on.
I got public comment.
You're not
All
involved.
right, we have an election currently going on. Today is the last day of early voting, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. this evening. Saturday is the election, Saturday, May 2nd, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Currently, we've only had 1,196 voters vote in the entire county, so out of 38,325. So yes, we'd love to see some more faces at the polls.
Thank you, ma'am. Commissioner Hammond, you have a public comment?
Yes, just want to remind everybody that this is YPS week, so, it's kicking off in the morning, they start bringing animals in, getting fired up, so, everybody go out and check out our new show barn, so, beautiful addition to White's Park, so, appreciate the court's support on that, so, really turned out nice, so, but, don't forget Saturday's auction at 3 o'clock.
4 o'clock.
4
I think
o'clock.
it's like the dinner is from 2 to
Yeah.
4.
It is. Dinner 2 to 4 and then 4 o'clock.
Yeah, everybody come out and support them. Don't be afraid to spend a little money.
He's looking at you, Bill, when he said don't come out and support and spend some money.
Yeah. He'll be there with bells on.
I know.
There's no doubt, so.
All right, I got a no, don't have a motion second. I need we're going to consent, precinct 4.
Nothing, sir.
3.
One question for Lawrence on the, spray contract, mosquito spray contract. So is that $1.50 acre, that's in line with the $6,700 an hour? Does that kinda like,
Well, if you look at, we're just gonna use zone 1, which is Beach City area. To treat zone 1 would actually cost us a little over $9,000. 1.4 hours to cost over $9,000. But if we do, the $1.50 per acre, is over $20-something thousand.
okay.
But if you compare it, it's like a $19,000 savings if we use the local pilot
Twin
versus
County.
the out,
Okay.
use Twin County.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that was my only question. All good.
All right, 2.
Good, Your Honor.
1.
On the same thing, on 1911, there was no hourly rate in there. I asked Lawrence to bring that to court. And so in our motion, we need to make sure that the hourly rate's in there, 2,000 an hour to fly our plane.
Okay, yeah, I didn't see that. I seen 6,700. but-
Yeah,
It wasn't
I think she emailed all you guys.
Are you in
Okay.
on 1911?
1911, yeah, it needs to be in the motion that we approve them flying our plane at 2,000 an hour.
So you want to make a motion to approve consent with that addition
With that
to?
addition to 19.11. Is that right, George?
That should be right.
And I didn't
Lawrence.
understand
Yes,
one
sir.
word of that.
All right, so you
So-
approving the consent, and clarifying that 2,000 an hour
To fly our
to
plane.
fly Chambers County
Chambers
plane, on 1911. Clear as mud?
It was not in the packet, so.
So you're gonna put it in the
adding
motion?
that to it.
Yeah, and my office, we take full responsibility for that.
Yeah.
All you call it.
All right, got a motion,
Second.
a motion by Commissioner Gore, second by Commissioner Dagley. Any other questions, comments? Hearing none, those in favor? Opposed, motion carries. It's 10:56 a.m. We're gonna recess to executive session, discuss consider personnel, sale, purchase of real property, FMLA extensions, and then, from the first page, 1.6 at 10:57 a.m. And there's no action on that, so with that, 4:45, we are adjourned.
Adjourn.